But apparently, uh, the verdict is in on the Musk versus Altman trial. And oh my God, what a fucking waste of time. They have the whole world that knows tech in their grips. And this is what it is. Okay, this comes from ABC7 from New York. Oakland, California. A federal court on Monday dismissed claims. Yeah, dismissed claims filed against OpenAI and its top executives by Elon Musk, who accused them of betraying a shared vision for it to remain a nonprofit dedicated to guiding our AI's development for the good of humanity. Musk, the world's richest man, was a co-founder of OpenAI, which launched in 2015 and went on to create ChatGPT. After investing $38 million in its first years, Musk accused OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and his top deputy of shifting into a money-making mode behind his back. The 9-person jury found that Musk waited too long to file his lawsuit. That's their argument. I'm going to read that again. I'm so mad. The 9-person jury found that Musk waited too long to file his lawsuit and missed the deadline for the statute of limitations. The jury had deliberated only 2 hours. I feel like there are people in Silicon Valley that had longer lunches than the people on the jury. The jury served in an advisory role, but Judge Yvonne Gonzalez Rogers accepted the verdict Monday as the court's own and dismissed Musk's claims. The 3-week trial in Oakland, California, 3 weeks. Like it took them longer to select each of the jurors than it took them to come back with this. Okay, I'll just stop. I'm getting really red right now because I'm really mad about this, but I interrupted myself. The 3-week trial in Oakland, California shed light on the bitter falling out between the two Silicon Valley titans and the beginnings of OpenAI, now a company valued at $852 billion monopoly dollars. I feel like it's all fake. I'm going to totally channel Ed Zitron right here. It's all fucking fake money. They keep handing around the same bag of money from one place to the other. But I interrupted myself again. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Altman and OpenAI claimed there was never a promise to keep OpenAI a nonprofit forever. In fact, they argued Musk knew this and filed his lawsuit because he couldn't have unilateral control over the fast-growing AI developer. Musk was seeking damages to be paid to the altruistic efforts of OpenAI's charitable arm, as well as Altman's ouster from OpenAI's board. Musk's decision to stop funding the company contributed to a bitter rift between the former allies. Let's see. So sorry, I go live and my throat is really dry. Musk says he was responding to deceptive conduct that OpenAI's board picked up on when it fired Altman as CEO in 2023, which we all knew about, right? Before he got his job back days later. Musk did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The 3-week trial saw testimony from Musk, Altman, and his top lieutenant, Greg Brockman, who had his journals, I'm just putting it aside in here, he had his journals read in open court, which were basically, how fast can I get to $1 billion? That's his whole goal in this. Oh, so good. Along with Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella and a slew of others in the tech titan's orbit, Musk told jurors on his first of 3 days on the stand that fundamentally, quote, I think they're going to try to make this lawsuit very complicated, but it's actually very simple, Musk said, which is that it's not okay to steal a charity, end quote. Musk's lawsuit claimed that, in addition to breach of charitable trust, Altman and Brockman unjustly enriched themselves from the windfall as the ChatGPT maker soared in valuation. Brockman revealed during the trial that his stake in OpenAI is worth about $30 billion. OpenAI has brushed off Musk's allegations as an unfounded case of sour grapes aimed at undercutting its rapid growth and bolstering Musk's own xAI, which he launched in 2023 as a competitor. During cross-examination, Musk was sometimes combative with OpenAI lawyer William Savitt. Your questions are not simple, Musk said at one point. They are designed to trick me, essentially. Well, yeah, no kidding. Jurors also heard from witnesses, including OpenAI ex board members Helen Toner and Tasha McCauley, who spoke about the decision to fire Altman in 2023. They were ousted from the board themselves when Altman returned to his role a few days later. Altman and Musk both vied to be OpenAI's CEO. Well, we all know that, in its early years. In his testimony, Altman said he had concerns about Musk's attempts to gain more control over OpenAI. Wow, pot kettle, right? Which was aiming to safely build a better than human form of AI called artificial general intelligence. Part of the reason we started OpenAI is we didn't think AGI could be under the control of any one person, no matter how good their intentions are, Altman said. Near the end of his testimony, Altman said that before things turned sour, he had thought very highly of Musk. I feel like they didn't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a lie. I feel like this is a fucking lie. I feel like this is the way you talk about your ex when you're out in open court and then you're like stab, stab, stab in the guts. Okay, but here is the quote. I felt like he had abandoned us, not come through on his promises, put the company in a very difficult place, jeopardized the mission, didn't really care about the things I thought he cared about, Altman said. It's been an extremely painful thing for me to have someone that I respected so much not acknowledge that and continue to publicly attack us. And that story came from abc7newyork.com, and I'll put links to it when I repost this video in the show notes. Oh my God, I'm just so mad right now. I feel like I'm just running so hot. I'm so angry. And yes, Rachel, I'm back from vacation and just in time because that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. That's why I'm on here and Jesse can't join me for the live because you know what? We're not attached to the hip and he has other stuff going on today. But I'm really pissed off at Amazon. They're screwing over authors right now. I was texting with Jesse about what is happening because you guys may not know, but you need to go look on Amazon. And if you posted a review of your the Book of Woo for Rachel White after you read it, you need to go and see if your posting is gone. She's too nice to say it, believe it or not, but I'm going to say it. The other thing you can do that really helps is to pull up, go sign into your Amazon account. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos. We're getting down on our knees and we're giving you a blowjob, okay? Because we are going to go on, we're going to sign on, and we are going to put helpful. Every single review that's still up there, we are going to put helpful. Oh my God, they flagged the review. Okay, Rachel just came onto the chat and said, someone flagged the reviews and told Amazon that they had offensive language in them. Okay, I have a feeling that some of your enemies are commingling with my enemies, Rachel, because the offensive language, I swear, it is this weird Christian group because I write books about witches. And my last book, Birch, a Witch Tree, is a gay witch whose father was a minister. And he was like, he died in these weird circumstances and, you know, and her life unfolds. But there were people that were like, they were 5 stars on other things that I've written, my trilogy. And then they're like, oh yeah, as soon as it was a gay protagonist, like powerful woman, yeah, fuck that shit. It was like, but they couldn't say. It's like they were Christian, so they were anti the occult, anti woman power, anti vagina. I don't know what it was, but all I'm saying is, it makes me so mad. And now I'm really mad for you. So I went on and I did my review today. So if you haven't reviewed Rachel's book, I did watch a video, and Rachel, I sent it to you in email. She is a super cheerful person, and her whole business is about how to promote books. But so it's a little bit hard. It's like a little saccharine laced, but she does make the point that basically how the algorithms are working now, because fucking AI is treating bots like humans and they're treating humans like fucking bots. They're so suspicious of us. You know, everybody in the comments were saying, of this video were saying, I wish they gave that much scrutiny to all the bots and the bot reviews on these Kindle, the Kindle. And all the authors, they used to have this thing. KDP had this, it was like this contest. I never wanted to be a part of it. But if your book was downloaded a certain amount of times in the month and you won your genre or whatever, they awarded money. Well, it became pretty obvious that it was like bot created like trash that was winning month after month after month. And they're making this money. And so this is how Amazon decides to crack the fucking whip is to go after a powerful, author. It just makes me so mad. It burns my butt. And I'm really mad because now they're showing 11 reviews and they're still not showing mine. So I went back into my Amazon Prime account. And so Bezos has gotten 2 blowjobs from me today. I mean, my throat is sore. And I resubmitted it. It just makes me so mad. So what we can do, again, I think I've been very crass. I hope Substack doesn't block me out for this, but whatever, it's too late. What we can do to support our friend Rachel is if you have not reviewed her book yet, do it. Or just put a marker in it to do it in the next few days. Write it down, what you're going to submit, and put it somewhere that you're going to see, because apparently they want us to trickle in the reviews. They don't want it to look like we didn't read the review and or read the book and then spit out some review, like superhumans. We're just scanning it. Oh my God. And then we're tapping out some high points and then we're just sticking it in Amazon's fucking machine. No. They want to see that we're taking our time to actually read and ingest the book and sleep with the book and snuggle with the book and let our dogs snuggle with the book like Abigail Kachunas' dog was. And let's give them that, so that's how we can support Rachel. If you don't have your review up and you did put a review out there, if you have a screenshot of it, I would just contact Amazon customer support. It is endlessly frustrating. So you so deserve a hit on your, the closest bong to you, or a shot of tequila is my favorite thing. And just stick with it for a little bit because Rachel is worth the effort, because we're trying to compete against literally slop that is in their system. Like slops are publishing books and and then the bots are writing books about, writing reviews about the other bot books, and it's so fucking annoying. So let's support Rachel. Let's do what we can and kind of push back. And also when you read those reviews, there's a button and it's kind of obnoxious, but it's there. And it says, was it helpful? And hit helpful on all of them. I'm sorry, it's free will. If you feel it was helpful or it would help Rachel, hit that because it really helps. And then if you feel like you want that kind of extra step for this to help Rachel, then try to get a hold of Amazon customer support. It may be that it's a chat. It's going to be a bot that you're chatting with, but you can put a screenshot in there of what you have reviewed, what your review was, and you're annoyed by this. And the only other thing I would just say is if you have the abundance right now, I would just press you to buy another book or 2 and give them to people in your lives that you think could really, benefit from it. I was in Tampa, Florida. My daughter had this is a very deep aside, but I'll tell you the scoop in a minute. But I ended up at a metaphysical store because I had done a banishment for their apartment that they were moving out of the night before. And this young woman was there, and I had so wished I had brought one of my extra books to just say, hey, you guys should carry this, have the manager and the store owner take a peek at this, and left it there as well. So if you feel like you've got a little abundance, buy a couple books and then either plant them places, give them to people, give them to the local library if they will shelve it for you, or go to your local metaphysical shop and say, think about stocking this because it's really good stuff. So, Jesse's trying to get in. Let's see if I can do it. I did invite you. Guess. I guess I uninvited you, Jesse. Okay, here we go. I'm sending you an invite. Oh my God. Rachel said, okay, whoever the creature is that flagged the reviews for offensive language, well, I pox on their house. So mote it be. So mote it be. Okay, wait, but I was going to tell you. So, just as an aside, while my podcast husband is coming in, then I'm just going to tell you the scoop. So, I go to Tampa. My daughter is a graduate student in instructional technology design. She's pretty amazing person. I've got 2 amazing AFABs. I am so lucky. I'm such a lucky person to have kids that I like as opposed to kids that I don't like, because I've heard that before, but I just love my kids. And hi, Jesse. Hi. Wait, Jesse, before you jump in, I'm telling a story about the banishment I had to do in Tampa. Jesse? Wait, I'm echoing.
Yeah, you were going on like 3 different devices. Continue your story, please.
No, wait a second. As I should be the only Jen in your phone, and I should be on every fucking device in your house. That's great. I really love that. Okay, so
well, you were
Jesse,
on 2 computers and a phone, so I mean, I don't know how much more married we can fucking get. You have an actual husband. So.
This is my podcast marriage ring right here. This could be our podcast marriage ring.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, Jesse, before we rant more, because I've already ranted about fucking Amazon.
I was listening.
How we're going to make it right for Rachel. But I did promise that.
Shame.
Shame. I told them.
Shame.
Jesse, without you here, I actually was really crass. I admitted that I basically had to give Jeff Bezos 2 blowjobs today. Like, I need a saline rinse after that. I feel like, that scene in, is it Breaking Bad? And there's the hooker and it's na 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 na, and she's gone around giving the blowjobs during Breaking Bad. Like, help me here. And her name is Wendy. You know what I'm talking about?
I've never seen that in my entire life.
God. Rachel said I didn't even have knee pads.
I have no idea.
Shame. I didn't even have knee pads. You know what? I think we should make a special set of knee pads with Bezos's face on them. But I don't know. Anyway, so I don't want to manifest.
Were you on your veranda? Were you were you writing in your Lauren Bezos
Stop it, our
journal?
Happiness. It was our happiness
journal.
Yes. Okay, wait. But I'm going to tell a story about what I did
in
Tampa. Okay, in Tampa, first of all, I have a question for you after. I go, wait a second. So I go to
go ahead, please.
Bryn's. I don't know if Bryn doesn't care. Bryn's on, some stack sometimes, but, and we're not doing anti-AI because she actually has to pretend like
Bryn's on Substack and like, we're not connected. Oh, yeah, I see how
she doesn't.
Now.
She had to, she had to do it for her undergrad. I go to their apartment and Bryn says to me, she goes, "Mommy," because they're getting ready to move, right? And so certain things like their artwork is stacked up against the walls. And I noticed it when I came in. I was like, oh, that's creepy. If you've heard of the Crying Boy painting, this painting called the Crying Boy that makes things. No, it's the Crying Boy. And apparently it makes houses burn down or something.
The Crying Boy?
Yes. Okay, look it up. Google it. The Crying Boy painting.
The Crying Boy?
Yeah. So
I'm not going to Google the Crying Boy.
Wait, that's cute. I have to keep your focus because it was a different painting. They found it for free. Like a couple of weeks ago, they were driving past and somebody had it propped up to give away on the streets of Tampa. And they went, oh, it's free. Even if we don't like the actual picture in there, maybe we could reuse the frame, right? And they bring it into their apartment. And Bryn said she and Josh, before she even said it to me, she goes, did you know, how do you feel about our painting? I go, I'm not looking at it. And then I started to leave. I said, I think it's close to midnight. You guys have to work tomorrow. So do you want to take me back to the hotel? So then Bryn says, well, wait, Mommy, we were wondering if you would do a blessing on our apartment. And I said, well, I think it's a blessing and a banishment. And then, yes, I will do it. And I don't have anything. I didn't have any sage or anything. I just called in my angels, called in my dragons. And I was terrified, but I had to open up the door to this mechanical room. And I was literally, all it was this like gray, sticky thing that was like out of a horror movie that was like looking at me. And I just shoved it up. I said, I banish you, I banish you, I banish you, I banish you. And it went up and through the ceiling and then into the vents. So I go, now we got to do the fucking vents. So Bryn goes, I knew you'd know, mommy. That's exactly
You sent a
where
thing
it's
into
been.
the vents, and then you had to like
Because
an
it was in
alien.
the mechanical room. Yeah, it was this like weird, sticky.
Jesus.
I don't even know what the energy was. I don't even want to put a name to it because I don't want to give it substance. So then we go to each of the vents, and I had to banish it. But then I had to coat, like metaphorically. This is all in my head and with my guides. I'm coating the whole thing in gold and then selenite, and it's all over. And the whole place literally transformed. And then we were leaving. I said, now I'm ready to go. And Bryn goes, it's fucking crazy, Mom, because once we were out of the apartment, she goes, that's exactly where the energy was. And I had this nightmare a few weeks ago that there was something looking at us as we were sleeping from the vents. And it said, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you before you move out. Like the night before you move out, I'm going to moita you. And I said, oh, I can't do that anymore. It's it moved. I moved it along. I didn't want it to go to the next apartment over because that felt wrong. So I just sent it out into the fresh air of Tampa and let the Tocobaga people take care of it because I felt like it was residual energy. There was like fear from some leftover hurricane is how I felt it was. So that's how I ended up at the metaphysical store the next day. And that's why I'm mad that I didn't bring an extra copy of Rachel's book with me because Jesse, Screenager,
that would have totally like helped out. I know.
It totally would have. Okay, but in the meantime, Jesse, I was telling them.
You could have asked the thing in the vent what its clairs were. No. And then you would have known. Oh, no. Yeah, that's
I'm not going to sort that shit. I don't want to give it any more energy.
And sorry, don't do that out there.
Thank you. Your instincts are just the opposite of self-preservation.
Usually they are consistently over the course of my life. Yes. Shame. Shame. Shame.
Don't shame yourself. That makes me sad.
I'm shaming Amazon. Shame. Shame.
That was enough shaming.
I know I should have a bell, but
okay,
I just got this disgusting thing.
Wait, so you heard some of the tips I was giving, Jesse. I think you have to go on to you have to like log into Amazon, whether you want to or not, and you need to see if your review
I've been on there all morning. I've been like trying to sort my own review out.
I know, I'm kind of pissed off. Did you screenshot it and have you talked to Amazon customer service?
No, I was like, where's my review? And it disappeared. And then so I said, well, all right, fuck you. I'll put it up again. And then I clicked on the do review and like it's back in the queue. So I resubmitted it. So I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know what's happening.
Same. I wish I could show you a screenshot, but mine, I submitted it, and then like how much submission? I guess that Jeff Bezos's system is a dominatrix, and we have to show that we are submitting. So that's it. It'll Rachel said your review will probably
I feel like I feel like this will get sorted out. I feel like that they're like you were talking about that like somebody has sabotaged
flagged it for language or whatever. Yeah, somebody sabotaged it.
In the words of Shatner, someone has sabotaged the review system.
Yeah. I am very upset with Paula. Okay, what we need to do like a banishment of the person.
Even when they don't have bad words and
Yeah, I know. And look, I'm very, very upset at the Paula that did this. I hate Paula. I know, me too.
Paula.
Even Paula Dean. Can we just talk about the bad Paulas? Because do you guys remember the timeline we were on, like when Paula Dean said something super racist? And then I go on Food Network and she's still on fucking Food Network making food with that mouth of
like
her talking.
The part of that is that it's like, who was surprised?
I was surprised. It was me, Jesse.
I wasn't. I was just like,
I'm so fucking naive.
I was like,
Yeah.
well, of course she did. You know? Anyway.
Yes, I know.
Shame.
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 Oh, is that what it is? Big butter. Well, then they like Ina Garten
butter
too.
is in
Ina
bed
Garten. If you guys know Ina Garten, I don't know if I'm saying
that would
her
be
name
like
right.
you know what? That would be a great song.
Big butter is in bed with Paula. Big butter is in bed with Paula. Paula. Skirt,
Big
skirt.
butter. Yeah.
Now you know it's
you lose me on the
means.
you lose me on the skirt shit. I don't know what that is.
Stop digging your butt
I'm
out.
old
twin.
school. I'm old school gangster rap. I don't know what any of that
Let's go
stuff.
ahead and with our last minutes, because you're not supposed to be on live for God's sakes. Oh my God. Did you guys know today is the day that Mount St. Helens blew?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, haven't we already talked about blowing enough on this pod, on this live stream?
It always comes back to Jeff Bezos' little pink mouse.
Oh,
do you think it's egg-shaped like Jeffrey Epstein's or what?
Don't even start with that right now. I don't even know
or
how
like
to channel
a cube
them.
of butter. Maybe it's like a cube of Paula Deen butter. I don't even want to know.
Blow.
Well, you know, it's funny because
shame.
If you're on Twitter, I think he has
shame.
greener energy. You know what? I have dated a man with a micro penis, and every time I raise my daughters to be honest to people and to know the truth. And I'm like, when you heard the term micro penis on New Girls, because we were laughing about it, I said, whatever you thought of in your mind right here, you need to think smaller and smaller and smaller. It's like the little tiny children's pencil set. I'm not joking. Like, I'm not kidding. I had to tell them the truth. Okay. I tell them.
I'm glad you gave them that public service announcement.
Like, I went through that experience. So that
like in the good old days, there would just have been an after school special about it. We wouldn't have had to have that awkward talk.
What would that after lolly, 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 get your F words here. Quickly get your, you know that one from after school special? You know what I'm talking about? The little ditties.
You know what? Are like feet people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like feet people.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is like the Golden State Killer. Did he have a micro penis? Wait, how did I miss this?
Like how?
This is it. For people that are just joining, we actually talked about really serious stuff. Okay, I'm gonna just
She shows up right when we start talking about like
the dirty stuff. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. My apologies. It's like Jesse always does the doom hole, and in the middle of the doom hole,
shame.
He will talk about really bad, dirty things, and then he's like, "I am so sorry to the." Why am I?
What? I don't know.
You apologize.
I don't know how you start that.
Wait a second. Shame. I don't have a dinger. I have Cooper sleeping right here.
That's why I'm in charge of the doom hole bell. Thank you very much.
We did talk about serious stuff at the top. So I'm just going to recap really quick. The Musk Altman trial, the jury basically said, "Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter." Did you hear what happened?
I don't know if I want to know what the jelly bean boy thing is.
I don't know either. Do they? Is that like the ham?
You guys realize when we get off a stream that Jen's gonna start texting me and she's gonna be like, "What are jelly bean boys?"
I know. I'm like, "What's a twink?"
Yeah. What's
Remember
a twink?
when I asked you what's a twink?
Oh yeah.
And
No, I know.
I cannot. You need to Google that on your own.
I was like, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you that.
Don't quit your day job and start working for Planned Parenthood. That's all I have to say for you, Jesse.
Well, I mean, first off, I would rock that job. But second
off, you might, except for you'd be like, "Kids, that embarrasses me to tell you what a twink is."
No, I'd tell them.
The jelly bean boys, let's see your toes. Is it about the toes? Is that what it is? I don't even know. I call my cat's toes beans. Oh, here we go. We're getting the answer. Toddlers that fixate on their mother's feet and see the painted toenails and attach to them as a fetish object, likely because they were ignored by their mothers. Oh my God.
Wait, what?
That is so sad.
But I mean.
That made me kind of barf a little in my mouth.
There's feet.
Okay, yeah.
Why is it
bad?
Why are they looking at the
Because they're little. Because they're little. They're tiny. You know, they're like crawling around on the floor. Okay. Every time I went to a playground with my daughters.
I don't know. I don't have any kids. That's why I don't. I was just like, I don't need any of these responsibilities.
Jesse, every time I went to a playground and I was with my kids, and so I'd like play with my kids and we pretend to be pirates or whatever the thing was. All the other kids, their mothers would be in the sunshine on the phone and they were like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. And when their moms weren't responding, they were talking to me. So I had to look at all the kids. So those are the jelly bean boys. That makes
Were they all looking at your toes? That's weird.
They weren't looking at my toes. I think that
what are we talking about?
Actual mommy. Their actual mom. It's very sad. So today, Mount St. Helens blew. How long ago? God, 46 years ago. So that's a really weird. What do you get at the 46th anniversary? I guess you get volcanic ash.
That I like. Do they do anything?
Yeah. There's something for everything. There's like paper clips and pencils. And Doug was so excited when we got to an actual semi,
like when you get to 50, it's like. Didn't they gold or something?
We're almost to 30, man. So, okay, wait. 40, I'm going to put 46th anniversary because you're not doing any research on your end. Traditional gift. Here it is. Here's the 46th annual.
Rachel, I love it when you give me knowledge. I don't want to know any more about this than what you've already told me. I feel like I'm.
What the fuck, man? This is what the chat bot said.
What?
The 46th anniversary. The wedding anniversary gift is dance. You can't give dance. That's the biggest con ever. Here, honey, here's your big bag of
dance. Well, that's when you that's when things have kind of died down, so you're gonna spice it up. So you like you take tango lessons together or something.
Oh my God, do you remember those little dance places?
See, I know what's going on.
Okay.
I know what it looks like when relationships are falling apart.
Here's the modern gift. Yeah. So in 16 years is what I'll have to get done, or 17 years. Original poetry. So that's free. Gemstone pearl, which my mom always said were frozen tears.
Which anniversary is it when you join a pottery class?
That's like your third and a half.
Which anniversary is it where
the flowers of daffodil.
Where he buys a Maserati.
Yeah. Oh, that's your okay, wait. It's your 20th. Because it's like, you know how there's so many gross jokes. It's like, yeah. Oh my gosh, look at Rachel. I'm about to give Paula a fucking dance. Write her a poem.
Like, I wonder if
I wonder if we can.
Think she was able to coordinate all this and like. Is it really?
All it would take is maybe one. She could write in and basically put scrutiny on all of them or something.
I don't really see her as a supervillain though. You know, but I don't know. Maybe
that's the flaw. Maybe you should. Maybe she is their Florida neighbor and she's brought them over fresh journals for their happiness journaling.
Yeah. You know what?
And
good
fresh
point.
Yoga mats.
Yeah, we've made Paula an archetype at this point.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, she's out there. So we need to smother that energy. I feel like that's what the gift is of Mount St. Helens eruption, is that this was about the time of the day.
I know this is confusing, but we also talked about Paula Deen and how she likes
and how Paula Deen like said those racist things, and then she was still on the Food Network. She said racist things, and she's like,
did Paula Deen have to do with the feet, or was that another thing?
No, that was different. That became a jelly bean thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now I feel weird about eating jelly bellies. Like I feel so like is that a thing I need to question?
Yeah. Okay. Marty, I'm glad you're following because like I have no idea what's going on right now.
They're on it. They're on it. Yeah. Well, okay. So is there anything else we need to? So call of action is to go, if you wrote a review for Rachel, go on and just see if it's
Yeah.
there. And if
What about
not, give him shit about it in a nice way. Pretend you're Paula. You could take the archetype and make it work for you so that they listen to you as well. And then the second thing to know is the Musk Altman trial. The jury verdict
your
came in
dopey
after
trial
2
is over.
hours. Yeah, they came in after 2 hours and they said, "Oh yeah, Musk was too late. He waited too long to sue." So,
Wait, I just saw a picture. Is he wearing an ascot?
like Freddy from Scooby Doo.
This.
I don't know. This is wrong.
Look, I don't know if you could. Is Elon rocking an ascot nowadays? It's going to be
all
very
I see
difficult
is a
to
big
do this.
blob of white and then a little wisp of fur.
I mean, see, I got him angled.
Yeah.
Can you see it now? Is he trying to do the ascot thing now?
Yeah, it could be like a white ascot.
Or maybe he just is. Maybe it's a big collar. I have no idea.
I don't know. I thought ascots were out, so that makes a lot of sense. Well, that's it. Is there anything else?
I'm sure that everybody's going to follow his fashion advice, and
I think they might. But is there
suddenly
anything else
they'll come back?
Jesse, you used to be in the book business. You still are, like me, and so what else can we do to help? Oh, you know what else we can do? I know another call to action that'll make us feel really good. Take the review that you did on Amazon and put it on Goodreads. I swear it helps. It helps with the Google algorithms.
Who's on the Goodreads? Amazon
Yeah.
does own Goodreads.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it helps to have it in 2 places. So just pop on Goodreads and just put your a review there. You could even change it up a little bit and make it just a couple sentences, but give those 5 stars and just help it be there, because then at least it's living in the review land for the time being. And is there anything else we can do? Any spell casting to mitigate this Paula archetype that we've created?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
All right, you're not into magic. Are you scared or what?
Today's
Jesse,
just
I'm
not.
a witch.
Today's just not my
okay
magic day. Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Shame. You can. Everyone should get a bell and they should ring it. And for the against Amazon.
I don't have a bell. Like I have
what
nothing.
You should do.
I when I was in Florida, Doug took over the desk, and so it's like all clean.
Thank you, Madia. Thank you.
It's all clean, and there's
shame.
Business magazines. And here's a good one here. Okay, hi, Paula Deen. I banish you with Archangel Gabriel. Banish your ill intentions. Wow. There, that felt good.
What is that thing? Oh, I mean, I look. I can look.
Archangel Gabriel.
I have Santa Claus.
Oh, that's our Santa belt. We only use that when.
It's our Santa belt.
Did you see Rachel's chat? I have said blowjob twice.
I see
3 times, but I'm not going to read that again.
Here. I still don't know what movie you were referencing before, but okay.
I think it's the movie of life, Jesse. All right. Well, I cannot believe you joined me so fast. I didn't want to put pressure on you. I was just so angry at Amazon. And also I just felt like we needed to do a breaking claim.
I just really like to bag on Amazon at any chance I get. Good. So I was like, I'll have to get on. I have to get into this.
And just also tomorrow, we're going to go live tomorrow evening, maybe if your schedule permits, Jesse, because we're going to do a doom hole that's like, I have too much. Like
I thought my schedule was completely clear, like every day. And then all of a sudden,
no, not this week. I told you to rest up. I told you to rest up, podcast husband, remember? And then I was like, wait, you just went live with somebody this weekend. I felt so like you didn't listen to my advice. So if you didn't have a voice today, I would have definitely rubbed your nose in it.
Well, Bob and I had to talk about stereos.
I know. I'm down with it.
And then I had to tell the Anna Maria Clanker story again.
Yeah, I know, which is hilarious. It never is not funny.
It's a classic every time.
It's a classic. Yeah, it's an instant classic. All right. Well, Rachel, let us know in the days to come, the hours to come, if everybody with the Paula energy is basically like, You are my shaman. Here is all my money. I am sorry. How do I make this right? Because that's.
I feel like we're turning this around.
We are
going
turning
back.
this battleship around.
Turn the ship. It's going like there's the Paula iceberg, and we turned the ship.
We did.
The other
we turned
way.
the ship. We took that anger and that like arsenal energy, and we turned it into love for Paula. And you know what? I love butter, so if that's as close as I can get to loving Paula Deen, then that's.
Oh, fun. Look at that! Look at how popular our friend is.
Good.
That's good.
I bet you Paula has butt acne. Yeah, she just has that vibe.
The things that you people say sometimes.
You know what? I'm defending our friend, and I'm sorry I said that on the day of Mount St. Helens blowing her stack.
I'm sorry I talked about butt acne on this historic day of Mount St. Helens blowing up.
When she went topless, when Mount St. Helens decided to permanently go topless. All right. Well, we love you all, and thanks for jumping on with us for this very important Breaking Clank, and we love you. And Rachel, I'm so glad we made your husband laugh too. That's good energy. That we literally did it. We turned the ship around.
I mean, how do you not laugh when you start talking about butt acne? I mean,
I know, and it makes my butt kind of itch. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to put some.
Let's review. We've talked about the review process of Amazon.
I feel like Amazon's going to give us the best.
We talked about Jeff and
Jeffy.
What's her name?
Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren. We talked about Jeff and Lauren's gratitude journals.
Yes.
We've talked about some scene from some show that Jen supposedly watched that had a hooker in it.
I know. Oh yeah, Wendy.
Paula Deen. We talked about
Jesse. I can't. Have you not seen Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul?
Yeah, I've seen all that.
Okay.
What do you think? I'm an amateur over here?
Okay, well then you didn't watch it close enough. You need to watch it again. Like that is my true detective. I've watched it. Like I'm watching it for like the 5th or 6th.
I don't remember that scene. Like, what is that? What
she's literally? It's Wendy. The hooker that like Jesse. They always kind of employ this hooker to help them with their schemes or whatever, and they show her on a work day, and it's like this song. Da 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 da. It's Wendy because her name is Wendy, and then they show her getting in a car. And then like going like this. And then she comes back up and then she's like smoking a cigarette or she's drinking a root beer. And then and then it keeps going. And then she has a new client and a new car,
I might vaguely remember something like that. Okay.
It's so funny. And so anyway, yes. That was me with Jeff Bezos today.
We talked about Wendy. We talked about
book review thing to be mitigated.
Butt acne. We talked about weird feet people.
Jelly beans.
Yeah,
that was.
I don't know if that's
I don't know if that's a
toe thing or if it's like a micro penis thing. I'm not sure.
Oh, I told you about how I taught my daughters about the micro penis. I'm sorry if I offended anybody that has a micro penis or actually prefers a micro penis. I'm sorry.
You've told us your stories of romance. You had a lot of choices, so I can see where you just immediately moved on. Like
you know what I think it is? I think that I'm really friendly and actually I'm very non-threatening. Like I look like a little bunny rabbit in your yard. So if you feel like you're going to let that little micro penis out to show somebody and it's a safe place, it was me. And I got 2 of them.
Is it like top here? Is it left, right, or is it right, left? I always get it confused.
Oh, hey, wait. Are you saying we've been unholy?
Excuse me. Let me with the prayer beads here.
Rachel's holy water.
Yeah.
I'm running low because Jesse is so inappropriate. So
you know what you should do? You should just gargle with that stuff right now. Yeah. Yeah.
My mouth has done a lot today. Okay, that's it. Doom ho. And we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Anybody that wants to jump on tomorrow.
Shame.
No, shame.
Shame.
I'm covered in holy water.
Shame.
Order yours. Okay, love you guys. It
Yeah,
feels
don't
like
drink.
dosage.
Yeah, don't actually drink
not
that,
drinking
everyone
it.
out there.
I'm not saying it. Why does it taste
Shame.
like gin? I feel like it's my kind of gin. Okay, bye
Shame.
guys. Thank you,
Shame.
Jesse. Love you guys.
Shame.
Stop it.
Shame.